Perfect. Okay. There we go. Alright, so, I haven't done a whole lot of reading for Q1 of 2022, with everything that's been going on. I did read part of a book called Bloodlaced, but I'm gonna DNF it. It was interesting, and I was kind of getting into it, but I want to focus on some other books, so I'm DNFing that one for now. And I decided to DNF Catherine House. It was alright, but I was starting to get a little bored with it, and I'm just done with that one for now. I did finish reading the graphic novel of Fever Dream by George R.R. Martin, which it's vampires in the South on the Mississippi River with the big boat, all that cool stuff. It was interesting. It was cool to follow, and like if it were a movie, the YA group would definitely not be into it, but some of the adults would, so I liked the vibes and it was pretty cool. I also did some book shopping this year. I managed to hit up Goodwill a couple times, and I got a couple books on Amazon, and my local library had a sale, so I've got a bunch to show you there from those. Let me take a drink and then we'll get started. Okay, so I'm showing you to my DSLR and my cell phone here, just in case one of them kicks out. First up, the library book sale. Actually, I think what I'll do is just show the kids' books first, just cause. So I've been trying to stock up, like I've always stocked up on kids' books anyhow, to try to get like the books that I missed out on in my youth, and just to have a good stockpile of kids' books, you know, for future kids in my life, which I have a couple in my life now, so that's awesome. And so I have one whole bookcase of kids' books right now, but I keep adding more. So with the library book sale, let's start with, first one is Michigan Chillers, number 8, Dinosaurs Destroy Detroit. It's pretty cool with these Michigan Chiller ones, because it's a Michigan author, he writes just Michigan books, you know, which I love that. My state, hello. And then another Michigan Chillers, this is number 14, Bionic Bats of Bay City. As you can see it there. And there's My Secret Unicorn Flying High by Linda Chapman, that's a Scholastic book. There. Yeah, another of My Secret Unicorn called The Magic Spell. There. I have a few of those. The Secret Unicorn Starlight Surprise. Dreams Come True, My Secret Unicorn. Mary Poppins, trying to get some classics going on there. Magic School Bus Field Trip Facts, Notes from Ms. Frizzle's Kids. I loved watching the Magic School Bus when I was younger. What Makes the Weather. These are First Start Easy Readers, anyhow. Windy Day. Weather. Golden Book of the Seasons. Definitely looks vintage-ish. It's 70s or 80s, we'll look at it. Apple Picking. Frozen Forever Sisters. Mud Shark by Gary Paulson. Gotcha. Robin Hood, yet another classic. Rise of the Isle of the Lost, a Descendants novel, book 3. That's one of the things when you get books from like library sales and thrift stores is that you usually don't get all of the books in sequence. It's very rare. It does happen occasionally, like I did with my Mary Gentry series. That was awesome. So when you can find a full series together, that's amazing. Alright, so this one is A Kingdom Keeper's Novel, The Return, book 3, Disney at Last. Okay. Interesting. Pocahontas, A Boy Across the Sea. I was obsessed with Pocahontas when it came out. They'd had, at the time I had an art tripod and Burger King was doing a bunch of Pocahontas toys, and I had took the paper that they put on the tray and I'd put that on the inside of my little art tripod because it was like my little a little tent teepee going on thing with my little hideaway. And I'm like, Pocahontas is awesome, you know. It was funny. I liked it doing that. But anyhow, The Little Mermaid. I was obsessed with The Little Mermaid when I was little too. So, of course I love that. Cinderella. I love collecting little golden books. Doesn't even matter what they are. I'm just like, yes. So this one is Quince the Cleanup. Never seen that before. So that was kind of cool. Big Bird's Red Book. Little golden book there. Grover's Own Alphabet. Dr. Seuss, The Foot Book. Rugrats Stormy Weather. Love original Rugrats, of course. The Rescuers Down Under. Loved that movie. The Lion King. Aladdin. Robin Hood and the Great Coach Robbery. The Magic Grinder. Anastasia. Yet another movie that I loved. Lady and the Tramp. Let's Talk About Disobeying. These were like vintage books to try to teach kids how to behave. Like there's another one that Disney, Dreams Under the Sea, Little Mermaid. A sticker on it that shows someone's address, so I wanted to cover that. What's Under My Bed? Reading Rainbow. There you go. Nice. Disney Christmas Storybook Collection. Very nice. Very nice. Totally Amazing Careers books. This one's Careers in Aerospace. This one's Careers in Space Sciences. This This one's Careers in Health Sciences. Careers in Engineering. That's kind of cool. The Cabbage Patch Kids. Nice. Xavier's Fantastic Discovery. So they had a bunch of Cabbage Patch Kid books. Nice. Never knew that. I don't think I ever had any. Bernstein Bears Almanac. I remember Bernstein Bears. They were a favorite of mine back in the day. Digging Up Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, nice. I would have loved this in like 4th grade when I was obsessed with Jurassic Park and being an archaeologist. Sleeping Beauty. There's 2 books in my hand. Go. And a Snow White one. Again, this has somebody's address all over it. It's gonna be fun trying to get those stickers off. I hate when that happens. Okay, so all those were from the library book sale. Then from Goodwill, let's do the kids' books from Goodwill. The Dinosaur Mystery. Don't know what series this is from, but okay. Excuse me, it's a little cold down here. Then we got The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Another classic going on there. Secrets of Dune, Journey to the Volcano Palace. Thanks. And I've got The Youngest Templar, Keeper of the Grail, book number 1. And book number 2, Trail of Fate. Kinda cool. The Big Friendly Giant. Dragon Slayer's Academy, Revenge of the Dragon Lady. Harold and the Purple Crayon. Rescuers Down Under, little chapter book. Rattle Your Bones Skeleton Drawing Fun. One of the girls likes to draw, so she might really be into that one. Frozen Best Friends. Feels like it's missing pages, but I don't know. Don't know if it is or not. Oh, so these get to play with like a little app or something. Interesting. The Fairy Tale Book, which is a golden book. Nice. Found this little book that opens up that has all these cards that are science cards, so science alphabet as it were. So like you go A for atom, B for binary code, that kind of thing. It kept wanting to come open, and the card kept wanting to come out. It's slightly magnetic to close, but it opens a little too easily. But this is Science ABC 26 letter cards designed by children's artist Tiffany Ard. Nerdy baby. I thought that would be kind of cool for helping teaching the ABCs to the young and trying to do some science terms. This one I thought was I love parodies of Goodnight Moon. So any parodies of Goodnight Moon I could find, I try to pick up. This one is Goodnight Goon, which is pretty cool. I went reading through it and I liked it. It's awesome. This is a Can You Survive? Greek Mythology's Adventures Perseus. Choose Your Path book. Matilda. This is one of the Bunnicula books. This one's called Nighty Nightmare. I loved reading Bunnicula, and then I found out that there's more than one book. Like, I always thought it was just Bunnicula, but no, there are more. And I'm like, oh, I gotta have them. So when I seen this one, I'm like, yes, I got one. So, definitely trying to find those. This one's a Vampirina, Hide and Shriek. This one is cute. I already been reading through it, and it's adorable. The Doll in the Garden, a ghost story. The Please and Thank You book. Sleep Baby Sleep. This is part of the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. My piles are falling over. King Jack and the Dragon. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Black Pearl, a pop-up pirate ship. Yeah, it's supposed to have all these little people in it here, and then you open it up and it has the ship, and you go. And open it, and basically all the people are gone now, but that's okay. You tie it back here so it stays open, and then you have the ship, and then you're supposed to put all the little people and dance them around and be like, oh, but yeah, I only have one person, and it's that one dude, the captain of the British army guy that liked Elizabeth. That guy, the one guy that I wouldn't want in here. But yeah. Oh well, that's okay. Sounds like a kid's books. Let's stop for a second. We have a break. This whole pile here. Yeah, I mixed them. So one thing that I came across at Goodwill was a ton of the Sookie Stackhouse books. I have no idea what numbers they are currently, but that's okay. I'll figure that out in a little bit. So this first one is Dead to the World. And I got Definitely Dead. Excuse me. Dead as a Doornail. Altogether Dead. Dead Reckoning, and this one's kind of got like a glitter thing going on. I don't know if you can see the glitterness. Maybe. Okay. I like when books do that. This one is From Dead to Worse. And this one is Many Bloody Returns. And this one is Dead in the Family. I love finding hardcovers at the thrift store. Makes me so happy. Okay, then I found some manga at the library sale, but it's numbers 1, 4, 5, and 6, so I'll have to get 2 and 3 later. But this is Bloody Mary, which is not one that I've seen before. So I just know Vampire and Exorcist. Interesting. Which, I love vampires. It looks to be a male, judging by the cover. That's my guess. So I went on Amazon and got 2 new books because I'd heard about them and I'm just like super interested, and so I got Empire of the Vampire. I loved this cover, so I had to look for this cover when I seen it. This is by J. Kristoff. I'm sure everybody's heard about it, but now I have it. I'm excited. Definitely reading that this year. And then Shadow of the Gods. Wanted to get into that because I want to get into fantasy too. So, of course, I love my paranormal romance and get into some of like the middle grade and the YAs, but I also wanted to get into fantasy, and yeah. My reading tastes are kind of all over the place, but also kind of conjoined. Yeah. Alright, so this one is by Christine Feehan, Dark Fire. I'm assuming that's probably a paranormal romance. It's an Avon book. I have a book by this guy, so when I seen it I'm like, alright, I think it's part of the series, so I'll get this. Yep, it's book 3 in the Inheritance Cycle. Okay. Good to know. Brissinger. I almost picked this up again because I got this one at the library book sale, and then when I went to Goodwill and seen it, I almost picked it up, and then I'm like, wait, I think I have that. Okay, then I got Fae Fever, Karen Moaning. I have one other book in her series, so I wanted to pick up more so I can try to get the series. The Legend of Luke, A Tale from Redwall. Like I said, more fantasy. Oh, yeah, sure enough, I did get Brissinger again in hardcover. Alright, so I guess I'll keep the hardcover and then donate the paperback. That works. I thought I had it twice. I do. That's okay. It happens. Alright, The Fatal Crown, a novel by Ellen Jones. Looks very cool, fantasy-like. Princess and royalty kind of stuff. Gotta love that. Then Sarah J. Maas, a Catwoman Soul Stealer. So we started to write about superheroes. Forgot that that was a thing. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pick it up. A couple bucks went on. Anna Quindlen, Black and Blue novel. Sometimes I pick up weird things that are just like, yeah, the cover looks interesting, I'll give it a shot. Especially if it's cheap, like super cheap, like why not? The library book sale is awesome because it's $3 for a bag of books. You know, like a Walmart bag. Fill it with books, and it's like, $3. Yes. Love that. Alright. Terry Brooks, The Sword of Shannara trilogy. Love big books. when they're like this. Oh, heaviness. Genre writing series from the Writer's Digest, How to Write Romances. I do want to get back into writing. I didn't do a lot of writing when I was a teenager, but I did a little, so I want to get back into that hobby as well. Alright, this is Laurel K. Hamilton, Divine Misdemeanors. Love her stuff anyhow, so that's awesome. I think that this one's part of the Mary Gentry series, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So now I have the hardcover of it. That makes me excited. Alright, Violin by Anne Rice. I do want to start collecting all of Anne Rice's stuff, so I tried to find as many of those as I could. The 13th Demon, Altar of a Spiral Eye, Chronicles of Jonathan Steele, Book 1 by Bruce Hannigan. Maybe horror? Not sure. Interesting. Ooh, fiction, Christian, suspense. Okay. Oh, we'll see. The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest. It's a Harlequin teen book. When did it come out? 2017. Okay. Haven't heard of that one. Interesting. I don't mind reading YA. I like reading YA. Alright, Victoria Holt, The Captive. I have another book by her. She writes mystery, if I remember correctly. So that's awesome. Yeah, Swallowing Darkness. That's another Mary Gentry book. They classified it as mystery. That's cute. You only knew. Blood Red Snow White by Marcus Sedgwick. I always liked that fairy tale, so that's kind of cool. Spies. Interesting. Okay. The Encyclopedia of Demons and Demonology. Cool. Then Doctor Who, The Writer's Tale, the Untold Story of the BBC series. Interesting. Looks like there's going to be a bunch of cool pictures in it. Very cool. Writing the drafts. Designed cutbacks. Okay. So from the view of the writers. Got it. Very cool. These are National Geographic books. Majestic Islands, Worlds. These usually have cool pictures of them. Yeah, I do. Like that. So I like these. America's Hidden Corners, Places Off the Beaten Path. Very cool. Builders of the Ancient World, Marvels of Engineering. I always love ancient architecture, so that's kind of cool for me. Then some paperbacks. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Scent of Darkness by Christina Dodd. The Talisman. Huh. Okay. An Elliot Ness Mystery in the Dark City. Very cool. And Anne Rice, The Vampire Armand. All Night with a Rogue, the Lords of Vice novel. Nice. Fire Lord by Park Godwin. After Dark, Jane Ann Krentz writing as Jane Castle. Confessions of a Viscount by Shirley Carr. Bones, an Irene Kelly novel by Jan Burke. Another Anne Rice, A Servant of the Bones. And the last of this is The Mermaids Singing. If we come up here, you can see the boyfriend's books. Got The Green Witch, got Birds, got Inuyasha, 3-in-1 book here. Love that. Anime, Watchmen. Got Dragon Ball Super. Boruto. Naruto Next Generation. Stray Dogs. The Ancient Magus Bride. Gun Gale Online, a Sword Art Online alternative. The Goblin Slayer. That's one. He likes reading too, manga and fantasy, so that's pretty awesome. He used to read a lot more. The Pillars of the Earth. He used to read a lot more when he was younger. He used to have a lot more books too. He's lost some of them over the years. These are the physical ones that he still has left. Wizard Born, Volume 3, The Rune Lords. Dragonlance Chronicles, Volume 2. Dragonlance, Volume 3. Vampire of the Mists. The Rune Lords. Lair of Bones. 4th book of the Rune Lords. Volume 2 of the Rune Lords. Brotherhood of the Wolf. Cool. So that is my book haul for Q1 of 2022. I need some food and a nap, so laters.